Okay, so recently finished Need for Speed Heat, so I thought, you know what, let's do something a bit different. I'm going to do a true review on it. Let's get into this, shall we?
Check this.
So, the whole idea of this game is to get ranked up using rep, and then you have to earn money to buy stuff. So the way you rank up using rep is there's two elements to the game. First one being day, second one being night. So during the day, you earn money, and you cannot, or not that I ever, got pinged by the police while in the day. Whereas at night, you earn rep, and while you earn rep, there is police everywhere. Okay, so you earn your rep, you level up. When you level up, the parts become available for your car that you can upgrade it with. As I say, there's two elements to the game, day and night. I actually really like this because the 2015 Need for Speed was all at night. It was a bit of a pain, to be fair. As much as the 2015 game was really, really good, that I feel that having the two elements and having the two aspects of the game of earning money and earning rep are pretty good, to be fair. So I really enjoyed that part of Need for Speed here. Right, let's get into the graphics. I mean, the graphics on this game look fantastic. It's definitely one of the best bits of the game for me. Having the different weather elements was really cool. Like it randomly rains and things like that. It was really, really cool. Another really, really cool thing is the customization of your car. So again, you need money to earn customization parts, but this game is absolutely phenomenal when it comes to customization. 2015 I thought was really good for customization, but this one has like blown it out of the water in my opinion. I think some of the customization parts for each of the cars is really, really cool. As you can see here, I'm customizing my Porsche 911. There is just so much stuff you can do. There's so many more added features and sprays and types of sprays you can have, which is something I really, really enjoyed about this game, is the customization. It really brought out the whole idea of somebody who, like myself, was brought up around Fast and Furious, the first couple of Fast and Furious, and all it's done is made me want to modify my Fiesta ST, but I haven't got the money to do it, so I'm not going to. But still, the customization in this game, on point. So let's get into the actual campaign / story itself. So there's a main linear story, which is Anna's story. That basically takes you through the life of a newbie in Palm City, trying to get his league license or league stature, which is pretty good. And you've got like this corrupt cop. I don't want to spoil too much because I want to do it as a review rather than a spoiler, but you have this corrupt cop who is basically trying to bring all the street racers down in Palm City. Now, the story itself is okay. I just found the acting was a little bit and not only that, there's like another 3 spin-offs, like little element stories that come with the main story. So Anna's the main story, and then you've got Dex, who's like your racing sort of story. I can't remember the drifting guy's name, but you've got like a small drift part, and then you've got, I think it's Rashini as the off-road, and all 3 of those like spin-off stories, like it's fine. I get that they're trying to like go in depth a little bit more with the story itself, as in like give you something different, because obviously it wants you to have the different elements of Need for Speed, so like in the sense of drifting and off-roading and whatever else. I just feel that like they didn't really focus too much on those other elements. So like for the drift one, for instance, is really short. The off-road one is really short. I think there's all of about 4 races in each. The Dex one is a little bit longer, but all in all, I found they didn't have enough depth. There wasn't enough depth in the other elements. There's lots of like side missions that you can do. So there's like lots of logos that pop up on the screen. Once you complete like the drift, there's like loads more drift events that come available, but they're not part of the main story. They're just like unlocked once you complete the drift story, for instance. Now for me, I'm quite into the drifting element of Need for Speed. I quite like the drift, and I found that 2015 like done a lot of the drift. I remember getting the Ken Block Mustang, I think it was, in the 2015 Need for Speed, and like one of the main things is to like do the drifting with it. And I just thought that, I mean, it might just be my personal opinion, but I thought that the Need for Speed side missions, if you like, were they just weren't there. And what basically I mean by not a lot of depth is you've done about 4 races in them, and then it would always be the same. Oh, if you beat me, because you've earned so much rep at night, you kind of like don't need that part. So it just makes it almost irrelevant for my liking. And again, I go back to the main story. The main story is okay, but again, it's okay. You kind of see what's coming. All in all, it's not too bad. I just don't feel as though they focus much on it. I think this game seems to be more focused around like the online side of things, so like meeting up with other Need for Speed players, and like doing races together and things like that, which is great. It's just that, I don't know, I just feel like the story could have had so much more. So when you finish the story, there's still plenty you can do in Need for Speed. So as all Need for Speeds, I mean pretty much every Need for Speed that I've played for, well, at least the PS4 versions, have always had like collectibles. So in this one is no different. So I think in Payback you used to be able to like collect parts to build, they were like, I can't remember what they call them now, but they were like old rusty derelict, if you like, cars, and you used to go around collecting each part and then you could build it up. In this one it's kind of similar, but not like on that part. But there are collectibles in there. So there's like these little like Dayglow flamingos, and once you smash into one of these flamingos, it gives you a bit of rep and it gives you a bit of money, which is great. I think I've not actually done them all yet, but I think once you collect all of them, I believe it gives you another car, which is pretty cool. There's also, again, like small little drift sections where you've got to get 3 stars. There's speed cameras where you've got to get 3 stars. This is very sort of Need for Speed styly. I'm pretty sure it was on Payback. I'm pretty sure it was on the 2015 Need for Speed. But yeah, that kind of thing is still there. That's pretty cool. That's pretty much what I just need left to do. Oh, smashing billboards. That and long jumps is another one. That's all I've really got left to do on this, apart from that and ranking up to level 50 rep. So yeah, all in all, like what's my personal opinions, and I'm going to give it a rating, a Chewy rating, and I think that all in all, it's worth a play, especially if you're going to play it with a few mates. Like I think because you can go through the story with your mates as well. So if you're going to go and get it and play with a couple of mates, it's definitely worth a purchase. It's fun. The storyline's not so fun, but playing Need for Speed is fun. Like, you know, smashing into cops and running around streets. Your typical sort of Need for Speed game. It's really fun. Just feel like they could have done a little bit more. It's better than Payback. I don't think it's as good as The Crew 2. And obviously it's nothing like your Gran Turismos and stuff like that, but then this is a different type of game. It's not that game style. Gran Turismo and probably Forza. I've never played Forza, but they're sort of like your real life driving simulators as far as I'm aware. Well, Gran Turismo definitely is, but this is more arcadey. So the only thing I can compare it to that I've played recently is The Crew 2. And in my opinion, The Crew 2 is better than this. But yeah, it's definitely worth a play. Rating, I'm gonna just about give it over half. I'm gonna have to say a 6 out of 10, and that's purely because the storyline for me just wasn't good enough. The game itself is good, the customization's great, the graphics are very, very good, especially like the 2 elements of day and night. That's really cool. I like that element. But overall, as a game itself, I'm just gonna have to sit on the fence here and go with 6 out of 10. So yeah, that's my review on Need for Speed. It's a bit of a tricky one to start with because obviously there's not a lot of difference between the story mode and other games, and it's a little bit linear for me. But if you like this review or you feel as though there's something I could do better, by all means let me know. Also, if there is something you disagree with, let me know in the comments below. If there's something that you believe that I have hit the nail on the head, if you like, hit the comments below. And also, if you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe.